Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing the possibility of border run options here in the Kingdom of Thailand. For those who are unaware, a border run, not necessarily to be confused with a visa run. I define a visa run as leaving, for example, Thailand, traveling to a Thai embassy abroad, getting a new visa and coming back. A border run is simply crossing the border and then crossing back in order to maintain status. So prior to 2 years ago, prior to March 2020, it was possible to, for example, travel to Laos, for example, and if you were in Thailand on a 30-day stamp, you could leave, go into Laos, maybe spend an hour there max, travel back into Thailand and get another 30-day stamp. That was a possibility. Again, it was circumstantially dependent, but it was a very frequent thing, especially for backpackers, what I call sort of long stay travelers, folks who wanted to kind of travel around the region, as well as expats and folks that essentially lived in Thailand but were sort of using this route in order to maintain lawful status. That was possible. Now, with the inception of the emergency decree back in March of 2020, that essentially came to an end, and that's basically been the case for the past 2 years. But it does appear as if things are starting to change, albeit rather slowly. Quoting directly from a recent article from the Pattaya Mail, that's pattayamail.com, article is titled, "Tourists Hoping to Enter Thailand by Land Should Maybe Think Again." Quoting directly, the Thai Foreign Affairs Ministry is reminding international travelers that most land border crossing points remain closed to foreign tourists and expats. The CCSA announcement clarified that in addition to airports, only 4 land border posts were open to tourists and expats. Nong Khai and Udon Thani near the Laos border, and Songkhla and Satun near Malaysia. But entrants there, now this is key, but entrants there still need to apply in advance via the digital platform Thailand Pass by uploading several documents including vaccination status, proof of booking into a Thai hotel pending the result of the RT-PCR test, post-arrival test, the US $20,000 insurance requirement, as well as personal documentation. This process can take up to 7 days, according to the Tourism Authority of Thailand website. So, yeah, again, it does look like we're starting to see a thaw with respect to border running. It's becoming at least practically possible in a theoretical sense. But bear in mind, there's all this documentation required and these hoops you got to jump through to come back in. So, as a practical matter, yes, it's possible to do a border run, but I don't think we're back to sort of the pre-2020 border run environment that most expats or prospective expats would like to see here in the Kingdom of Thailand.